I will not be denied.
Hello everyone, this is the Critical Nerd here. I did say I was not going to do another video until the beginning of January, but I felt kind of obligated to make a review about this Vader, a Star Wars story, something I never thought I'd be able to talk about. And that's pretty much because I am a huge Star Wars fanboy, and I wanted to make this video as long as I could because if I did this in my traditional review, it'd be maybe a minute or two long because this is very short, and I don't think that would just do this particular film justice. So I'm going to be doing a longer video. I'm going to be doing a more traditional Critical Nerd review later, around maybe next week or the week after that. It's going to be a Bumblebee review. I just saw it, and I loved it. Go see it. And that's what I'm going to be doing next week. But for now, I'm going to be talking about Vader, a Star Wars story. And I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have a family member here, Noah.
Hello.
This is my nephew, Noah.
Yeah.
I have a half brother who's way older than me, and he's technically my nephew, but he's more like my brother. He's a year younger than me.
Grew up our whole lives together.
Oh yeah, we grew up with So Noah, how big of a Star Wars fan are you? Where do I begin?
Yeah, where do I begin? I grew up watching Star Wars. The original trilogy, prequel trilogy. I lived on Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's what I had growing up.
Yeah, same here. We had all the toys, we had the DVDs.
We had everything.
We bought the t-shirts. We just surrounded ourselves in Star Wars merchandise. Oh, just a quick note. You're going to probably hear some noise in the background. That's because his brothers are playing cars.
It's Friday night, so it gets crazy around
here. Yeah, but it's a Friday. God be with us. So we're going to start talking about Vader, a Star Wars theory fan film. A movie with Vader shall not be denied. And that'll be the last I do my terrible Vader impression. So,
that's pretty good.
Thank you. You don't have to lie. So I'll start with the story, and then you and I can talk about what we liked and what we disliked. And there's very little that we disliked.
It was great.
It was.
If you have not watched it, go watch it.
Yeah, seriously, go watch it. It's 16 minutes long. Just check it out. If you're a Star Wars fanboy and you have not watched this yet, shame on you. Stop watching my video. Just go watch it. Okay, let's start. So, the movie takes place 8 months after the Empire is established. And basically the story for this is Vader is having regrets of the path he chose. He pretty much made a deal with the devil, and he didn't like what he got. He was once this incredibly powerful Jedi that was believed to bring balance to the Force. Now he lives in a giant life support suit 24/7. He's burned to a crisp. He has no legs, and one of his arms is still gone. And now he's just this husk of a man, and he blames his master for it, and he's trying to find a way to become stronger. And he believes he's found a way to overpower his master, Emperor Palpatine. And that's as far as I'm going to go with the story, because there's more I could bring into, but like I said, this is a very short fan film, and I don't want to spoil it. So, let's start with the things we're going to geek out about first, because let's just get this out there. So, Noah, did you think the action was okay? Was it mediocre?
For the budget, for everything they had, the action was great. It was phenomenal. The beginning, oh my goodness. It was, I have no words that describe the action of what happened.
Yeah, I pretty much have the same way. The action is so good. This is such good action for a fan film, no less. And I also like how none of this is in the woods. He did talk about that. He said, like, so many fan films are in the woods, they're in the jungle, and that's because the stage is already set. He built his own sets, and you know what? It looks great what he built. And the action...
That throne room was pretty
that
cool.
Throne
Yeah.
room was... That throne room. So one example of how good the action is I'm just going to bring up one scene because I don't want to give anything away. Remember that Kylo Ren scene in Force Awakens where he stops a blaster bolt midair?
That scene was legit.
Yeah, and he's like squatting down. He's talking to Poe like, "Hey, how are you?" Like my mask, pretty cool. And he's looking around, and he still has the bolt in midair. It's like, dang, this guy's terrifying. We've never seen that before.
It was very terrifying.
It's like, oh god, like he just stopped a blaster bolt midair, and it's just like I saw like 5 minutes later he releases the blaster bolt. It's like, oh my god. Vader in this movie, he has 3 miniguns pointed at him. When the miniguns fire, he stops every blaster bolt midair.
And he also has other guns on him, too.
Yeah, like, all these guns are firing at him. He stops all those blaster bolts midair, like hundreds. Force pushes them back on the soldiers who are shooting at them, and they all die by their own guns,
He
pretty
makes
much.
Kylo Ren look like a baby.
It's like Star Wars Theory just saw that scene and thought, hold my fan fiction, Vader.
Let me show you how it's done.
It's like, let me show you how the real fans do it. It's so amazing, and the action in this movie is so good. It's no joke, some of the best Star Wars action I've ever seen. I was squealing. You heard, we were squealing. We're like, oh my god, it's Vader. It was so...
We were so excited
we
when we saw that.
Another thing I want to talk about is Vader. So, what'd you think of Vader?
Vader, for a fan film, his costume was... Yeah, his costume was really nice. I liked it. Of course, you can tell it's not super expensive.
Yeah, it's a little... like, the top of his head would, like little flip a little, like, when he would, like, lay down or something, you kind of... But,
He was great.
Yeah, design-wise, it looked fantastic. It looked a lot like his A New Hope look, which they said that's what they were going for, which makes sense. And I believe it had the red eyes. I think I saw the red on my eyelids.
Yeah.
Which I really appreciated that little detail. I loved his suit. I loved his voice actor.
The voice actor.
My God, he's no James Earl Jones.
No,
we will never get a Vader as good as James Earl
Never.
Jones. Unless he, like, comes back and makes his own film. It's like, I have come to be in the next Vader film. It's just like, that would
be amazing.
I would have a huge smile to just break my face if I heard that. But this guy...
He was pretty accurate.
He was very accurate. If, like, something were to happen to James Earl Jones, God forbid, if something were to happen to him, I would be 100% okay with this guy, being the new Darth Vader. I'd be okay with that because he does a great impression. If you hear the door banging, sorry, it's a family. And honestly, I loved him. So let's talk about Emperor Palpatine because, oh boy, we have things to say.
Yeah, Palpatine,
Voice act. Let's talk about the voice first.
The voice, very accurate from the prequel trilogy and original trilogies. The voice so close to what his